The world is watching South Africa right now, one of the most visited countries in Africa, and yet the headlines are about Africans attacking Africans.
This issue is not something to be taken lightly because South Africans are not backing off. According to the leader of the Dula and the March on March protest, she said she is going to chase every foreigners out of South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Zambia, Zimbabwe. She says she's actually not sorry that she has decided to change her mind and chase out illegal foreigners. We're going to be sharing videos here for you all to watch. Please, as you're watching, do so to like, share, and subscribe.
We cannot maintain the whole of Africa. When you check the whole of Africa, if you go to school, you must pay for yourself. If you go for a clinic or a hospital, you pay for yourself. Why only South Africa? Out of 53 countries, it has to be a free for all. And we are the ones who are paying tax. Sarah Ramaphosa and that criminal minister of police, they are stealing our taxpayers' money. All of them in the parliament. All of them, they are stealing our taxpayers' money. We must fork out our money and maintain the whole of Africa. We cannot maintain the whole of Africa. If they think we are causing xenophobia, they must go back to their countries. We don't want them anymore here. We fought with the white people for a very long time. Today, the very same economy, it has been inherited by the foreigners. The bona fide South Africans, we are not enjoying the.
I am angry. Let us play this small game before we even start the show. I want you to take a look at this picture carefully and tell me which African country is this. Before I tell you the country, pause the video and type the name of the country in the comment section. The answer will shock most of you. If you type South Africa, then you are right. This is South Africa. This is the part of South Africa you barely see on TV. And the sad thing is, this is where the indigenous people, those that the land belongs to, this is where they live. This is where most of the blacks live. I know some people definitely come up with all kind of story. Oh, there are some white people living there, but what is the percentage? If you check, such places in South Africa, you realize that about 99.9% of the people who live in places like this are blacks. South Africa is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful countries in Africa here. You see skyscrapers, you see a lot of infrastructures in South Africa, but the honest truth is, all these buildings you see in South Africa don't belong to the indigenous people. It belongs to the white minority. In fact, the local South Africans have no land. Their lands is controlled by the white minority. And I don't know who convinced South Africans that their enemy is not those who has taken over their country, which is the white minority. But for some reason, these guys believe that other poor Africans who goes to South Africa to hustle and survive, they see them as a problem and not the white guys who has taken over their country. I came across this video. It was circulated. I believe most of you have seen this video on the internet of this lady attacking a Ghanaian, right? Asking the Ghanaian to go back to Ghana and fix Ghana. They are tired of receiving Africans in South Africa. They don't need Africans in South Africa again.
We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other.
Africa have the right to attack any African. You have no right. There are rules of engagement. If you think that they are in your country illegally.
Fellow Ghanaian Gen Zs, this is the part 2 of the South African companies in Ghana. And the number 1 on this list is ShopRite. Number 2 is Game. Number 3 is MultiChoice, DSTV and GoTV. Number 4 is MTN. Number 5 is Mr. Price. Number 6 is Old Mutual Insurance. Old Mutual Insurance belongs to a South African. Number 7 is the Bank Hospital. Now, note this. The facility of the Bank Hospital belongs to the Bank of Ghana. But those who are managing the facility are South Africans, which is managed by Landman Health. Landman Health. Now, my question is, inti abra Bank of Ghana see hospital ni wiye under President Akufo-Addo no. Na ni papa bi ani Ghana ha. Obetimi manage sa hospital no ana Ghana ni bi anye capable a obetimi manage sa hospital na ana, because the kakra minim no The first person to build a cardiothoracic center in Ghana, Ghana near a friend, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. It is a noble person, it is Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. I didn't say a noble person, you'll be to manage the bank hospital. You will be to say Dr. Kinsley Tete, the owner of Paradise Diagnosis Center, and South Hospital. It's a La Paz Community Hospital. Dr. Kinsley Tete. Look at how great La Paz Community Hospital is. So if an individual, a Ghanaian, is managing a very great, better, nice, I've been there, hospital like La Paz Community Hospital, how can't we get a Ghanaian to manage the bank hospital? When you say 10% need 20% in T. Don't say MPP 40, 10% need 20% in some of the Bema foreigner. And because in the year 1987, Dr. Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, ABC, National Cardiothoracic Center, Ghana. Number 8 on this list, Ocean's Basket. Number 9, Bicelow. And number 10, South African Breweries. Number 11, I remember last one count. Number 11, Salem Insurance. When you know South Africa for company, Ghana. Now, my previous video na be posted here no. Ghana for any South Africa for ni bi nyina be compensate. Say ye nsaka sa companies na me bubo din na ye Ghana for ne ho be kire ye no kore. By me prophet na nakodwo wiafia kente dia me kan say I prefer say ye ho be kire ye. Sen say ye be hu ye nuanom, sen krofo e bo omo, e tete omo, e say omo, e ku omo. I'll be happy to be poor than to see my colleague, African and Ghanaian, being my handle, being killed, being beaten to death. Secondly, the most questions comment I'm seeing under my previous video is that the South Africans living in Ghana are living legally, and those who they are not doing anything like drugs or they are not doing any bad things. Now, what I'm saying is that, and these comments are coming from South Africans. What I'm saying, I'm not supporting crime. If a Ghanaian living in South Africa is doing some bad thing, dealing in drugs and stuff, even in Ghana, dealing in drugs or selling drugs is a crime, and in Ghana you'll be arrested. So if a Ghanaian is misbehaving, selling drugs, doing armed robbery in South Africa, I know South Africa has law, rules and regulations. Let the law deal with the person, but don't use your power. Meet somebody on the street, ask the person of particulars when you are not a public servant, because I'm a South African and I have the right to act. It is not done anywhere, and it is uncalled. You see? So if you see a Ghanaian misbehaving, let the law deal with the person. If the almighty Julius Malema can be prosecuted, how much more a common Ghanaian living in South Africa? I'll come with the part.
Me, that's a free South Africa. Mini is in a question. And me, I bet 2 weeks. Or Mark Madame for Pipa, ya, Ghanani.
Ghanani.
Makunu. Sa Easter week, no. Wanyeshe Easter no Saturday Sunday no okabontin at least okojineni the restaurant hono mo wi ani phone to wayana jiso kofi anajuna onam kofi no mo de bobo abono sa kunu kwa wanyeshe bokunu kwa ya man kra nash it one week shusho no sa yen hunu ana ye de call on chief police complaint. You know, my traces are hospital unidentified body list. No, you want no account. You can or the mog honum. Be 2 months ni. Amukungana bisa wanyeshe otini shop mo. Ombesrene sika niska po mabonu to kunukwa. Misi mini a senseless cleaner call my one. So it says, unfortunately, me or public sector, you know, said it is no mean to me, I'm restricted. No, Mika, my is a public figure for Ghanaians, but unfortunately, me public sector, it, you know, you are restricted, some, you know, me now for phone and me use some my messages out. Me brutal, and
Have you lodged a formal complaint to the Ghanaian embassy? Because I heard the minister today saying that no Ghanaian has RIP in this attack in South Africa.
And incident America, it's not linked to 3 days attack. I mean, so that is point of reference, and at least it has not reached his desk. And to me, this conscious effort now means sending sufficient evidence of these issues to him. Now me sending pictures and all the incident around that. I think that's what I want to do.
So what is the main issue in South Africa? What is their main issue with Africans living there?
Then it's historical no curriculum no I integrate issues on Africanism or Pan-Africanism. It history because that's what natural momo. It delete aspect of how other African countries have supported in front of the fight against apartheid. No? So history, no name the role played by other nations to ensure South Africa has become a free state. It's internal struggle for independence and Niho curriculum no bebre. It's just 5%. You see. So
So I think you can hear what people are actually saying about South Africans, and I just hope this way South Africans are going, because the Dudula slave queen says she is not going to back down and she is not ready to stop the protest until all foreigners leave South Africa. As a foreigner in South Africa, please, it is time for you to go back to your country.